Hey guys, it's me. Happy to see you all watching again and love the activity that's going on in the group right now. So proud of you guys for opening up and reaching out. I'm seeing a lot more people supporting each other and just really putting themselves out there for each other, complete strangers, whether you're in California or the UK or Virginia, wherever you are. I am so proud of each and every one of you for putting yourselves on the line, your hearts and your souls, and what I have called on the page, choosing to heal and feel. I really, really love you guys for really going for it. This is such a hard process, and it's a never-ending process that is just draining. We all know it's draining. Tonight's topic, first year after loss. And let's get started. So the first year after loss is the most difficult time in your life. There's absolutely nothing that will compare to the first year. It's when you decide whether you're going to make or break yourself. For me, it was, any of you that are friends with me on Facebook, you will see, if you go through my timeline from February 2011 until December 2012, I was a raging bitch. I said it, first cuss word on this page. I was a bitch. Okay. I was awful, horrible person. But I was also hurting, and I didn't have someone to lean on. I had one person, and she actually found out she was pregnant. So it was like, it was how do I talk about death while you're dealing with your rainbow, you know? So that was hard. It was a rough year for me, and I felt like I kind of had to internalize and do it on my own. So, and that's something that you do. But backtrack. First year loss, we usually deal with shock. When you experience a miscarriage or a stillbirth or a loss of a child, you're in shock that it happens. Goes into the denial, the 5 steps of grief. You're shocked that it happened. How did this happen? Why did it happen? What did I do wrong? Maybe this is just a dream and I'll just wake up the next morning, take another test, or you feel your stomach or you look over to your child's bed and there's nothing there. That is one of the hardest things to deal with, is the shock, because there's some people who have a little instance of mental instability. I would say that mothers and fathers who grieve they're the easiest to put into a depressive state, to lash out, to have these crazy kind of emotions that can be misperceived as some kind of a mental instability by maybe a therapist or a psychotherapist. And then after our shock, we have those reminders. When I returned back to work, someone said, "Oh, how's Chloe doing?" And I said, "Well, she's sitting on my shelf right now in an urn." And he was like, "What do you mean?" And I told him, I said, "Well, she passed away 3 weeks ago." And he was like, "Well, I didn't know." And I'm like, "Well, okay." And then I went in the back office and cried, because it's like, jerk, why did you not know? How did you not go? I was gone for 3 weeks from work. Okay. But then there's, the people who have the reminders of, "Oh, how far along are you?" Or, "How did you have the baby yet?" All those reminders. Or, "How old is the baby now? How old is your son? How's Jonathan? How's Brandon? How's Lily?" You have people who remind you that you had a child, but it's that reminder that's like, oh, wait, you weren't around when this happened. So let's backtrack and go back through my shock and grief. Let's go through all that business again. And that's where we lead into our lost connections. We lose people because we feel like they only reminded us because they didn't know. And why didn't they know? Were they not a good enough friend to us during the time that our child was alive or while we were pregnant? Were they not around enough, period? Or maybe it was a family or friend that was around a lot but just forgot. And think about the people that were around a lot, but they just don't know how to approach you. Because death makes people weird. It makes people extremely weird. People hear, oh yeah, well, Chloe died. And then they go, oh, well, I'm really sorry for your loss. And you see them put that fake smile on, and then they get those sad eyes where they're trying to hold back their tears. And that's when I say, it's okay to cry. You're not going to upset me. The thing that upsets me is my child's memory. And it's a beautiful memory for me, but it still upsets me because I'm not going to have that memory again. I'm not going to have that moment with her again, you know? And same with parents of miscarriage and stillbirth. You guys are losing people because people don't know what you're going through, but they don't take the time to go to Google or to Wikipedia or to wherever to figure out, how can I approach you? Or they don't talk to a counselor and say, yo, I don't know what to do. I have this friend who's dealing with this. You know, they don't know how to approach you, but they also don't take the effort to figure out how to approach you. And it's hard. It's extremely hard when we are trying to beg people for support. I can't tell you how many times I have asked someone to talk to me because my daughter's memory does not upset me in a negative way. It upsets me when people don't bring her up. So it's almost like people are not listening to what I'm saying. And it's like, well, then why are you in my life? You know, you're around twice a year, the day that she died, the day that she was born, to remind me, oh, she was a beautiful person. Here's pictures that I have of her. Okay, great. Thanks for being on Facebook twice a year. Thanks. You know, why can't you be around the other 363 days? This child lived. This child was in my tummy. I had a positive pregnancy test. Just like Sarah had said, her mustard seed. Why can't these people just really go to Google or find an appropriate outlet to say, I don't know how to talk to this person, or just come to you in general. Come to me. Say, look, I have a friend. I need to talk to them and I don't know how. So instead they just prefer to lose that connection and leave us hanging. And then we're left to our own vices, which I talked about a few sessions ago, that, you know, what? Am I supposed to be promiscuous? Am I supposed to be a drug addict? Am I supposed to be a fallen down drunk? Am I supposed to be sleeping the days away, depressed in my bed, waiting for another Xanax? What am I supposed to do? I'm going to wake up every morning. I'm going to look out my window that's right behind me, because I am in my bedroom on my floor. I'm going to look out that window every morning, and I'm going to see the sun shining, and I'm going to say, you know what? I'm alive right now. I'm alive right now. I wish I had my child with me. I'm going to cry for 5 seconds. I'm going to walk out that door. I'm going to go take care of my other kids. The holidays during the first year are one of the hardest things. And yes, I totally just made a quick subject change because I could go on for hours on that last one. The lost connections, I can go forever. Holidays are extremely difficult. You think about when you have a miscarriage or when you have a stillbirth or when you have a lost child, you have probably already planned out your next 5 years. Oh, the first Christmas, oh this, oh that, Thanksgiving. I can't wait to give them canned ham or whatever. Just an example, I've never done it. But when you don't have that memory, when you don't have the ability to do that anymore, it's like, oh my God, this is not her first Christmas. This is my first Christmas without her. And that's, maybe you already bought a gift. Maybe somebody bought you a gift and it's a baby gift and it hurts. It's a great thing to have, but it hurts. Easter, watching all the kids play, watching the Easter egg hunts, and watching all the children running and growing and playing, and in your mind you're sitting there trying to hold back tears with a fake smile on your face because you wish that was your kid out there running. You wish that was your kid with a grass stain on their tights or their khaki pants. You wish that they fell and bumped their lip so that you could hold them. You wish that was your child. And another thing that's really hard in the first year of loss is holding on to the items. I still, and I have it right now, I have personal affects from the morning that my daughter passed away. The morning she passed away, I was greeted right outside of the emergency room door by a wonderful investigator who took everything that she had on her person when she came to the ER, and then they put them in evidence bags. And I can't bring myself to take them out of the evidence bags. So, I can't give them away because I don't want to. And I'm sure you all have something along those lines. Maybe you have an ultrasound that you're scared to frame. You probably have a swaddler that you bought for your child, a blanket you had handmade, something. I have it. It's a little box, and this is something I will never be able to get rid of. And you don't have to. It sits in the top of my dress, of my thing that holds clothes, closet. It sits in my closet every single day. And I bring it down every now and then just to stare at the box. And that's fine. That's fine. I've gotten rid of a few of her clothes, and then of course we found out we were having another girl, and we didn't know what to do. So of course we had to go buy more clothes, but we all have personal affects. We all have little items that remind us of our child, things that we can't even bear remotely to get rid of, and that's okay. In your first year loss, you're going to go through all of this, and these things are going to shape you and define how you will be able to move forward. And it doesn't mean you grieve in a bad way, you're a bad person. If you need help, if you need to talk, if you need more support, anything, please let me know. IM me, message me, contact me in any form of way. I promise you, I will be there for you. I'm sure some of the girls in this group and the guys in this group will be there for you too. Grief is insane. Child loss, there's nothing to describe it. You try to find a definition of child loss, please write it down for me, because I've never found it. And some people are right, there are no words. There are absolutely no words. When you lose a child, whether it is in a pregnancy or if it is a grown child, it hurts. And don't let anyone take away from you that child matters. That child will always matter to you and to your spouse and to several of your friends and family. The other people, who cares? Your child matters. Your child matters. Don't let anyone else take that from you. I love you guys. Please feel free to open up at the end of the video and we can discuss this more. I love you guys so much, and I appreciate every single one of you for inviting more friends and for bringing more people into this group and opening up your own discussions. You guys are wonderful people, and I applaud each and every one of you for being in this group, for putting yourself first and helping yourself with your grief, because I'm here for you too. I love you guys. I'll see you next Monday.